What's happening, everybody? JayShockblast here, and there is some information that is out and about at the moment about the Avengers Infinity War and Ant-Man and Wasp DLCs that will be coming to LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. Unfortunately, it has leaked because of hackers and pirates, and people are already playing it, and even worse, already posting videos on YouTube. I will not be doing such a thing because I'm not going to pretend I've never pirated anything, but I will say that I'm never going to use pirated video game footage on YouTube. I just can't do it, all right? If you decide to do it, whatever, but I feel like I have a pretty professional relationship with TT Games, and I am not in a hurry to burn any of those bridges. So you will not see any of that from me, but I have seen or had people tell me about others that are making videos trying to get everybody's hopes up when it comes to the characters that will be included in the DLC packs. And because these videos are out there, because this content is out there, I'm going to go ahead and just lay it out for everybody. I'm sure most of you have seen this image right here that shows 10 years of Marvel Studios in LEGO, and it shows a number of characters, a few of which we have not seen in LEGO form, and I'm sure a lot of people would love to see in LEGO form, and a lot of people were probably expecting to see in the Avengers Infinity War DLC pack. Well, I can tell you that as you look at that image, only one character is in the DLC. Actually, technically two, but not in its current form. So let's go ahead and get to the characters we all basically knew and expected. There are 5 of them that we kind of know about because of the DLC achievements leaking, because for whatever reason TT decided to put everything on Steam right now, so they kind of have a little bit of the responsibility for this happening. I mean, it's 2018, you know, if it's there, people are always mining for data, and it is what it is. If it wasn't there to mine months in advance or weeks in advance, it wouldn't happen. It happened with Runaways too. I digress. You guys want to know about characters. You don't want to hear me talk. So let's talk about characters. Thanos with Infinity Gauntlet is in the DLC. He is dope. He might be the best minifig they have ever put into a video game. I am elated, and I will do a new top 10 list once Ant-Man and Wasp is out. Basically all characters, so we'll do that then. So Thanos will probably be at number 1, which says a lot considering there's a Nova and a Darkhawk in there. So Ebony Maw, we've seen him as part of the LEGO sets, and he's part of the Black Order, as is Corvus Glaive and Cull Obsidian, who is also known as Black Dwarf, and Proxima Midnight, who we have seen in Marvel Future Fight and Contest of Champions. So those 4, all known. We all know they're in the movie, so that is not a surprise. But here is the issue. The DLC is not based on Avengers Infinity War. It is because of Avengers Infinity War, and there are 2 characters that are mostly based off their look from Infinity War. This DLC is based on Jonathan Hickman's Infinity storyline. So we also have Supergiant, who is the 5th member of the Black Order, who for some reason we have not seen in any of the previews for Avengers Infinity War. For some reason is not in the movie. But Supergiant is also in the DLC. Then we have our 2 characters that are based on the DLC, and they are also based on LEGO sets that have already been released. One of them has his own set. It is the Iron Man Hulkbuster. This is the 3rd straight game we have had Hulkbuster, and it is the best Hulkbuster. It is not the same as the other 2. It is amazing. It's awesome. I think everybody's going to love it because everybody always loves the Hulkbuster Iron Man suit. And the last one is not Iron Spider, unfortunately. It is Teenage Mutant Ninja Groot. So it's basically Groot as if he was Star-Lord. I mean, he does the headset thing and everything. So I get it. I know that they've focused a lot on Groot and his moodiness ever since the end of Guardians 2. But I think a lot of people are going to be really disappointed that we do not have Iron Spider, especially. But I think a lot of people were pretty fired up to get their hands on, Captain America. A lot of people are probably pretty excited for Black Widow. And the one that really blows my mind is Shuri. We don't have a movie Shuri. I don't know why she wasn't in Black Panther. I don't know why they couldn't have just included one more minifig. I understand they try to keep it at about 8 per DLC, but even that's not always the case. So, very, very disappointing in this DLC. I've talked to other YouTubers, other people that like to play the game, and what I would love to see is once the actual season pass is over, I'd love it if they did like a season pass 2, or even standalone character packs where they just release some minifigs. I cannot imagine it takes many resources to make minifigures, and I'd love to see them do it. So that's our Avengers Infinity War characters. The actual story follows Infinity. There are 0 spoilers for the movie, and I haven't played it, but I've seen some parts of it. I saw the opening, and it's Wiesmeyer, Dan Wiesmeyer, his best artwork. Honestly, the artwork leading into there, it's amazing. I would actually want to get a print of it. Anyway, Ant-Man and Wasp. I mean, geez, when is that movie even come out? We're like a month and a half away from that movie, right? It's not even coming out anytime soon, but it's out. The DLC is out there, floating around. It's frustrating. I'm sure the most frustrated is TT, and it sucks. But again, I want to make sure people know so that nobody gets their hopes up by people putting out false information, which people are doing. So obviously, the 3 characters from the movie, Ant-Man, Wasp, and Ghost, they have their kind of movie costumes. The DLC story is based on Egghead, who is terrible. I hated him in Marvel's Avengers, and now we got him back here. Whatever. I mean, it's a kid game, so I'm sure the story will be, kooky and zany and, slaptastic, but whatever. Stinger, Cassie Lang, is one of the characters, so that's pretty interesting. There's a million different ways they could have done Cassie Lang, just the same way that they can use Hank Pym in any of 15,000 different costumes, but we get the Stinger version of Cassie Lang. There is the new Giant Man, Raz Malhotra, who, if you read Secret Empire, you've probably seen him pop up here and there. And then there's 2 characters that I'll be honest with you, I don't know anything about. There's a character called Crossfire, who looks a little bit like a generic Deadshot. He actually looks like a G.I. Joe named Lifeline that I used to love. I digress. And then there's the Human Fly. Again, I don't know if that's supposed to be like a Killer Moth ripoff or what, but not a character I know anything about, so maybe you do. But that is our last character. So guys, I honestly think that DLC pack is fine. I mean, TT Games, they love to reach down to the absolute bottom of the barrel and scrape whatever remnants are floating about down there and lift it up and say, oh, look at this, it's a gem, let's do this. And I actually respect and appreciate that. I know that we would all rather other characters, and we can certainly voice those displeasures, but at the end of the day, I get why they do it. Even if I wish for other things, I respect and appreciate what they're trying to do. I would never have wanted to see Egghead in another LEGO game. I thought that, we got him in the Avengers game. Do we really, really, really need to see him again? But their answer is yes, so what can you do? So I'm kind of weird about doing this video. This is probably the 10th time I've recorded it, because I don't want any blowback on me, because I mean, look, this information's out there at this point, but I got hit kind of hard with a copyright strike from LEGO themselves, not TT Games, because of a video I made for LEGO The Incredibles, and I'm pretty frustrated about that. I know I'm not the only YouTuber that it happened to. There's at least one other that I know of, huge YouTuber, and I took an image that was literally an advertisement inside of a LEGO set that somebody took a picture of, posted on Reddit. It got posted on every video game news website out there, It was on. It's still on IGN. It's still on, you know, the Kotakus and XboxAchievements.org. I saw it there. Lego didn't go after any of them and hit them with copyright strikes. It's super lazy that they go after YouTubers because the system is so easy to do so. Look, guys, if you ship something out to a store and they break street date, that's on them and that's on you. But once it's out there and once people start circulating it, I'm sorry, but that's just those be the breaks. Like you're going after people that are just trying to share their love of your product. And if you want us to follow your street date, follow your embargo, include us in the program. All right. I know I'm not a big Lego toy YouTuber, but that was about a Lego game. And it wasn't even like you went after and took it down right away. If that happened, I'd be less upset because I would at least understand. The video was there for 9 days. 9 days. Okay? And then 12 hours after it got taken down, they officially announced it. It's ridiculous. Okay? So I had to close it with that, but it's also why I'm a little nervous. I feel like TT Games themselves would say, hey, we don't want that out there. Can you take it down? But it's out there, and they're not taking down the actual gameplay videos. They didn't do it for the Runaways, and they haven't done it for Infinity War. And I don't even know if the person that's posting videos is doing it for Ant-Man and Wasp. But I would rather, as somebody that I know a lot of people go to for news and information, I would rather just level with you and give you the information now, the accurate information, so that you don't spend a couple more weeks getting your hopes up. And, you know, when you see it, you're disappointed. The DLC is going to be amazing. Everybody that hasn't bought the Season Pass should get it. And if you only want this DLC, you should still get it because the Black Order is amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see ya.